in, friends and neighbors, or shall I say this afternoon.
Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and comment below. We're back, and the Tigers are a game and a half in first place here, playing pretty good ball lately. The White Sox actually closing the gap over their last 10, but when we go 7-3 over that stretch, we make it hard for them to make up much ground. Now, we have reached September call-ups, and I will just show you actually in the pitching rotation, the two gentlemen that we called up are Joe Jimenez and Kyle Funkhauser. So just adding some extra arms to the pen. I didn't really feel like we had any bats at the AAA or minor league level that were going to be able to make an impact at the big league level. So we just went with arms. Not sure how much we'll need them, but nonetheless, hopefully they can give us a little bit of value down the stretch. We are due to go on and take on the Royals, who just beat us 8-4. We got a complete game shutout from Eduardo Rodriguez to start the series. So we've got the rubber match coming up, and it's going to be Michael Pineda against Carlos Hernandez. So sit back and let's go on out to Comerica. And here we are in Detroit, Michigan. It is the Tigers and the Royals in the dog days of summer here, as they have had a rough go of it this year. Their season long over, and they're looking forward to it being over more than likely. But they have managed to split in this one. The Tigers took game one of the series 3-0, but the Royals bounced back and went 8-4 to take game two. So the rubber match is coming up, and we will be getting ready for first pitch here in just a moment. It's going to be Michael Pineda on the hill for the Tigers, and he has been very, very good for the Tigers this year. Making his 28th start, he's 12-7 with a very solid 1.13 whip. And if you pitch to a number that low, you're going to be successful. First batter slices one into left. Meadows able to get under it, and that's the first out, and gives us a chance to take a look at this Kansas City lineup. This is a team known for their speed, but they are not getting on base at the clip that they would like. So this year has been a struggle offensively. They don't have a ton of power in this lineup. If you're not getting on base to use the speed to your advantage, it's going to be hard to score runs. Now 2 out in the inning, and it's Salvador Perez lifting one into right. Baddoo is under that, and that's going to do it for the Royals in the top of the first. It's a 1-2-3 start for Pineda, and we go now to the bottom half. Akil Baddoo on a 2-1 pitch hits a laser back up the middle into center field. That pitch right down the middle for Hernandez rather, and Baddoo starts the game off with a leadoff single for the Tigers. 0-1 pitch then to Riley Green is back up the middle, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, and a twin killing is going to take the steam out of the momentum there for the Tigers, and they are now down to the final out of the inning. They would go scoreless. On to the second. It's a 3-2 changeup right down the middle. I'm not sure what Dom Smith was looking for there. That was definitely strike three. First K for Pineda. Then he gets another one here on a swinging strikeout. Hunter Dozier goes down to end the inning. So good start for Pineda. Now on to the bottom of the second. It's Javi Baez hitting one hard and getting it into left field, and a fastball left over the middle of the plate. It was down, but he squared it up for a leadoff single. And the second inning in a row that the Tigers have the leadoff man on. This time they're going to take the double play out of play here with a stolen base for Baez, his 17th. Torkelson had to swing to protect him, and now it's 2-2. And he swings and misses a slider there that started on the inside corner, broke down over the middle of the plate. And that's the first strikeout for Hernandez. Then Jonathan Scope going way up out of the zone to chase there. He's down on strikes, and that will end the inning. And we're scoreless after 2. On to the bottom of the third now. Harold Castro swinging a miss as he goes down on strikes. The third strikeout for Hernandez. Then it's the top of the fourth. 1-0 to Nicky Lopez, and that ball is into center field. That was squared up, and the Royals will have their first base runner of the ball game here to start the inning. He's got pretty good speed, but a 1-2 pitch is into left field with one away. That's going to get runners at least to the corners here. We'll see if they send Lopez. He is coming around to try and score, and the throw is going to be cut. Definitely not going to be in time, as that will make it 1-0. Actually, that was not Lopez. He had been forced out at second, but nonetheless, it is 1-0. The Royals out in front, and then this ball was hit pretty much right at Meadows, but he took a step in, and then it gets over his head, goes down as a double, but that's just misplayed out and left, and that makes it second and third, one away, and now they're going to intentionally walk Olivares to set up the double play and hopefully get out of the inning here. And it's Hunter Dozier, struck out in his first at bat. This time, 1-0 pitch is lifted deep to center field on a hanging slider. Green is going to be able to get to it, but easily going to score the runner from third on the sacrifice fly, and that makes it 2-0. The Royals out in front here in the top of the fourth. Now, 2 away in the inning. It's Nick Pratto, ground ball to the shortstop. Baez fields it on the backhand, gets the out at second. That'll end the inning, but the Royals get 2, and they've got the advantage here as we head to the bottom of the fourth. It's going to be Green, Meadows, and Baez due up. With 1 away in the inning, Meadows down on strike, swinging at a curve down and in. Ugly swing there, twisted up, and that's 5 Ks for Hernandez. Now we go to the 2 outs in the inning, and it's Javi Baez on a 3-2 fastball. That pitch was belt high on the outer half, and he just torches this into the left field bleachers for his 25th of the year. 411 feet, a solo shot to get the Tigers on the board. Good job bouncing back in the bottom half as they cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1, and now Pineda back to work. He gets the swinging strikeout there. That'll end the inning, and we go to the bottom of the fifth. First batter of the inning is Miguel Cabrera. He gets a fastball down the middle of the plate, takes it into left center field. Good job to cut this off, and that'll hold him to a single. But the runner is on to start the inning, and the Tigers with an opportunity here to maybe tie this thing up. 3-1 pitch to Castro is low for ball 4. That'll make it first and second, 1 away. And the inning continues. It's Akil Baddoo with 2 away on an 0-2 pitch. Fastball on the inside corner. He pops it up on the infield, and that will do it for the Tigers. They strand a pair, and Hernandez just 1 run allowed through 5 innings. Bottom of the 6th now. Riley Green, 3-1. That pitch looked pretty good, but it is rolled ball 4. Zach Greinke on in relief and walks the first batter that he faces. That's never what you want to see out of your bullpen. Then a 2-2 with 2 outs. It's Torkelson swinging a miss. That was a runner in scoring position there, and they strand another one. It's going to be 2-1 as we go to the 7th. Now top of the 7th, Pineda still out there. 77 pitches up to that point. That ball into right center field. Baddoo can't get there and can't cut it off, so it goes all the way to the wall in right center field. That's going to make it a runner on third, as it's a triple for, I believe, Hunter Dozier here, and that is huge for the Royals, an opportunity to get another run here, and that's going to do it for Michael Pineda, as he pitched pretty well in this one, gave up 2 runs. He's responsible for the runner at third, and the Tigers now going to turn to a lefty out of the bullpen as A.J. Hinch comes and gets the ball, and he is going to hand it to Tony Watson, coming on the free agent acquisition they picked up partway through this season, starting to pitch pretty well for them now as he gets settled in with the Old English D on his jersey. And first batter he faces is a pop-up on the infield. Cabrera going to have this one in foul territory. That's the first out. And now, with 1 away, they're going to put a runner on, set up the double play, and try and get out of this and strand that leadoff triple. Boy, would that be huge for the Tigers if they can keep it a 1-run game. Next batter, Bobby Witt Jr. has great speed, so you're thinking maybe the double play is not a very good possibility, but that is tailor-made. 4-6-3, 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers, and what a job by Tony Watson to induce that ground ball and get them out of this. They still trail by 1, but they keep it 1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Jonathan Scope on a 1-2 fastball with 1 away, lifts one into left center field. That'll be caught for the second out of the inning. And now the Royals are going to turn to the bullpen and go to a lefty in Amir Garrett, coming on with 2 outs, and he has been outstanding for the Kansas City squad so far this year. And now it's a chess match. Willie Castro going to come on and pinch hit. Now 2 outs in the inning. He hits lefties pretty well, has struggled this year, but is starting to swing the bat a little bit better. And that one is going to get past the diving Bobby Witt into center field for a 2-out single. Castro has great speed, so with a 1-run game, you've got to think the Tigers are going to want to put him in motion. But the chess match continues as it's now Eric Haas coming off the bench. He hits lefties pretty well, but has been slumping a little bit lately. First pitch to him is a fastball right down the middle and he rolls over it, grounds to third. Santana Fields gets the out at second, and that's going to do it for the Tigers in the 8th. Now in the 7th rather. Top of the 8th now, Cisnero on in relief as he gets a looking strikeout there for the second out. He would set him down in order, and now Jake Brent's coming on for Kansas City. Interesting that they would pull Amir Garrett after only throwing a pitch or two, and now you've got Brent's coming on with an ERA that is just atrocious, and more chess match moves as it's Robbie Grossman coming off the bench and looking to try and get on base to start the inning. 2-2 pitch to him, however, is a slider that breaks in on his hands. Got him swinging for a big first out there, and now they're going to the bench again. Victor Reyes going to come on, and the parade of pinch hitters continues for the Tigers as they are going through their entire bench at this point. Reyes down on strikes. So 2 pinch hitters, 2 strikeouts here in the 8th. Not what you want to see if you're the Tigers. Then Austin Meadows going to stay in, go lefty on lefty. He lifts one into deep left field, but this one is going to stay in the yard as he just missed a home run there that would have tied it. Now to the top of the 9th. Cisneros still out there, gets a swinging strikeout there on Olivares. That's the first out. Great job by Cisneros to try and keep this a 1-run game. And it's 0-2 to Nick Prado. In the dirt, gets him swinging. They send it down to first to retire him, and we are going to the bottom of the 9th, 2-1. And the Tigers with a chance to tie it. They've got 4, 5, 6 coming up. And remember, Javi Baez homered earlier in this ball game, and Scott Barlow coming on looking for the save. It would be his 32nd of the year, but he has struggled. A 4.42 ERA, has blown several saves, and a 1-6 record on the year. First pitch to Javi Baez. He hangs a slider, and he has done it again. Javi Baez into the home bullpen for a solo shot to tie this game. His 26th of the season, and now a 2-2 ball game. Still nobody out here in the 9th inning, so the Tigers can get a rally going here, maybe score another run and win this thing. But they do not get it done. So we are going to extras. Tyler Alexander going to come on. The lefty pretty good as far as long relief options. They're thinking maybe this might go a few innings. First bat, or actually with 2 away, he gets a routine ground ball to third. Castro sends it to Cabrera, and they get out of it. No run comes across for the Royals, and now the Tigers with a runner in scoring position to start the inning. It's an 0-2 pitch to Eric Haas. That ball into center field. Castro going to come around, try and score, and he is in ahead of the throw, and we are walking him off here in Detroit as the Tigers come back from 2-1 in the bottom of the 9th. The solo homer from Baez sends it into extras, and then Eric Haas is going to send them home winners. Look at this pitch. It was not a bad pitch from Barlow. Down and away, a slider pretty well located, but in the strike zone on 0-2, and Haas was ready for it. Hits it hard up the middle into center field. Castro comes in, and that's your ball game. Baez is player of the game, going 3 for 4 with a couple of home runs. The Royals end up with just 5 hits on the day, 3 walks and 6 strikeouts. A rough day for Garcia, going 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts. Nicky Lopez, the only Royal with multiple hits. Perez had the RBI, and they got doubles from Dom Smith and Perez, a triple from Dozier, and he ended up getting stranded there. Dozier had the other RBI on the day. It was a sac fly back in the 4th inning, and Bobby Witt Jr. hit into that huge double play. Lopez stole a base, his 29th. Good effort from the bullpen, really, in this one. Hernandez pitched pretty well. Everybody did their job until Barlow came in and just got shelled. 3 hits in just 1+ innings of work, 2 runs, one of them earned because the other one came in extras with the extra innings rule. The Tigers end up with 8 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts on the day. Rough day for Torkelson, hitting behind Javi Baez, but thankfully the bases were empty most of the time because Baez, with those 2 home runs, got this thing into extras, and then Haas cleaned it up with the walk-off single. Riley Green hit into a double play. Baez also his 17th stolen base of the year. Pineda, no decision, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and 2 earned. Pitched pretty well for them. Watson, an excellent job. Cisnero, excellent job. And then Alexander comes in and pitches a scoreless 10th and gets the win, his 2nd of the year. And the Tigers take this 3-2. Okay, just before we go out for the next game in this episode, I wanted to point out that we are due for the spot in the rotation where it would be Tarek Skubal's spot, but we'd be playing Kansas City again I'm going to skip this game, simulate it, and then we will do this game with Matt Manning. And then the next time we come around to Tarek Skubal will be against the White Sox here, and we will play that one instead. So just a quick note as far as presentation and strategy around it, but stand by, and we'll be heading out to Houston here in just a second.
And now we are back in Comerica Park here. It's the Tigers hosting the Astros, and these teams come in with a record just one game, or a half a game apart rather, one loss difference in the loss column. And it's Javi Baez getting ready to go here. Michael Brantley, the veteran outfielder, excellent hitter for the Astros as we get ready for first pitch. And it's going to be Matt Manning on the hill for the Tigers. He was pitching very well when he was called up due to some injuries, got his opportunity in the rotation, pitching very well, has cooled off a little bit, struggling to get strikeouts, but he's got really good stuff, and the Tigers are really big on this young right-hander. He's 5-5 on the season. First batter, Michael Brantley, a 2-0 pitch into left field. Meadows is going to get to that one, and that's the first out of the ball game. Let's take a look at the Astros lineup in this one, as they've definitely got some big names in the front portion of this lineup, as it's basically 1 through 6, a bunch of guys that you got to be really careful with, and a handful of lefties as well that'll make it tricky to navigate for the right-hander Manning, who doesn't really feature an excellent changeup. Nonetheless, 2 outs in the inning. It's Yordan Alvarez. He gets a ground ball here on a 2-seamer down. Scope fields and fires the first, and that'll end the inning as he sets him down in order. A look at Jose Urquidy. He has an excellent changeup, but he has struggled a little bit this year. The 1.21 whip is pretty good, but the ERA over 4 tells you that he struggles to get out of trouble, and he does not strike out a bunch of guys, and that might be part of it. But he gets Baddoo to make an swing here. Took a barehanded play and a nice throw to get him by a step. But let's take a look at the Tigers lineup now with 1 away in the inning. Really nothing noteworthy here as far as changes to the lineup, except for the fact that Harold Castro getting the start at third base today, as he has started to swing the bat pretty well. Candelario's struggling, so they're mixing it up there to see if they can get a spark from the left-handed bat. Now, next batter is Riley Green. A 2-1 pitch misses just inside, and Urquidy is injured and will exit the game. So Justin Verlander coming on out of the bullpen, making his 32nd appearance. He is 9-11 this year, 158 innings of work, all out of the bullpen. So that's interesting for the veteran right-hander. Next pitch to Green is inside for ball 4, so it's a 1-pitch walk from Verlander as he comes out of the pen. Next batter, Austin Meadows. Nice slider there, got him breaking that thing down on the back foot, and that's the second out of the inning. Then it's Javi Baez on a 3-1 pitch. It's a called strike, but Riley Green into second with a stolen base, and now runner in scoring position after the 5th stolen base of the year for Green. Next pitch, slider outside. Baez lays off. It's another walk from Verlander. Make it first and second. 2 away, and an opportunity for the Tigers. Torkelson, however, a 1-0 fastball, belt high over the middle of the plate. He pops it up, and Verlander got away with one there. And the Tigers are held scoreless in the first and strand a couple runners in the process. Now to the bottom of the second, Miguel Cabrera leads things off with another walk from Verlander. So walks have been an issue so far for this Astros staff. Next, one away in the inning. It's Castro back up the middle. It hits Verlander. Bregman able to come in and get it. They get the out at first. Call it a 1-5-3 put out at first. And a tough break for the Tigers there, as that one looked like it might have got through in the center field. Instead, it's an out. Now it's 2 outs in the inning, and Barnhart pops up one that was, again, right down the middle, and Verlander gets out of trouble. They strand another runner in scoring position as they let Verlander off the hook. Now it's on to the top of the third, 2 away in the inning, and it's Castro twisted up on an inside fastball. Manning perfect through 3, and gets his first K of the ball game there. Now let's go to the bottom of the third. Riley Green, 1-2 pitch to him. There's that back foot slider, got him swinging. Nice pitch from Verlander there to get the second out of the inning. And it's Austin Meadows, 2-2. A changeup over the middle of the plate. It was down, but Meadows let him get away with one there. Doesn't even put the ball in play. Now we go to the top of the fourth. 2 out in the inning. Yordan Alvarez down on strikes and make it 12 in a row retired for Manning to start the ball game. So we go to the bottom of the fourth, and he's looking for some help from his offense. also don't have any hits registered. Spencer Torkelson not going to help because that's a slider that froze him. Started up, broke down into the zone, and got him for the second out of the inning. Now 2 away, 2-2 to Bregman, a 2-seamer right down the middle, and we are no longer scoreless, no longer a perfect game, no longer a no-hitter, and it's now 1-0 as Bregman hits his 31st of the year into the Astros bullpen, and it's a 1-run lead for Dusty Baker's squad here. And now we go to the bottom of the inning. Josh James coming on in relief. So they're already now on pitcher number 3. He's making his 3rd appearance of the year. Hasn't allowed an earned run yet. Has struggled a little bit against right-handers, but this is a very capable major league relief pitcher. First batter he faces, 3-0 to Scope, and he walks him on 4 straight. So here comes the walk again. Perhaps a chance for the Tigers if they can take advantage. Next, 2 out in the inning, and it's Padu. That pitch going to miss up. Ball 4, another walk. Runner in scoring position. 2 outs in the inning. Riley Green coming up, and now on a 3-0 pitch. That pitch is going to miss high. It's another walk from James, and the bases are loaded for Austin Meadows. He has had a couple of opportunities so far in this one, but he has struck out twice, and they need him to come through here. And he gets a pitch to hit, hits a laser into right field that hangs up and is caught in right field right at Kyle Tucker. A huge break for the Astros, as that was an absolute missile off the bat of Meadows, and they get nothing for it. Strand the bases loaded, and we go to the 6th. Manning still out there. Jason Castro is going to draw a walk on 4 pitches. That's the first walk allowed by Manning. Not good timing, as now it's a runner on with 1 away. Then it's Michael Brantley. That ball was absolutely torched into right field. It's going to go station to station, make it 1st and 2nd, as this was a nice pitch from Manning, really, down and in, right where it was located, or right where it was supposed to be located, but Brantley, a professional hitter, doesn't matter. Next batter, back up the middle. Manning fields, gets it to short for the 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th with 1 away. Torkelson gets a hold of one, hits it deep to left center. That is going to short hop the wall, and the Tigers have their first hit of the game here with 1 out in the 6th inning and another runner in scoring position. A chance for the Tigers. Can they come through? 3-0 to Jonathan Scope, outside, ball 4. Another walk, and now 2 runners on with 2 away. And Harold Castro coming up, and now the Astros are going to turn to the lefty, Blake Taylor, who has been very good for them so far this season. With Castro due up, they are going to turn to the other Castro, who hits lefties much better. Willie Castro coming on, looking for a base hit here to hopefully get the Tigers into the runs column. He gets a pitch to hit here, belt-high fastball, but hits a ground ball to short. They are going to get him at first to end the inning, and we're going to the 7th, still 1-0. 2 outs in the 7th, and it's Riley Green taking one into center field off of Taylor for some lefty-on-lefty crime. He's got speed, so an opportunity for the Tigers with 2 out. They still have to come up with a big hit, and the Astros are going to turn to Ryan Stanek, which is interesting because you had Austin Meadows due up, and you have speed at first, so you'd think you'd want the lefty on the mound, but they make the change here, and it is going to pay off as he gets a routine fly down the right field line that Tucker is able to get to, and that's going to end the inning. We're going to the 8th. It is still 1-0. The Tigers miss another opportunity. Now Alex Bregman leading off the inning, a 3-1 fastball. Looked pretty good, but Manning does not get the call. It's a leadoff walk. 7, 8, 9 due up. Manning is going to have a head to the showers after that one, as he pitched very well in this game, has allowed 1 earned run, responsible for the runner at first, and he's going to need some help from the bullpen, and Tigers bats are going to have to get something going. They are going to turn to Joe Jimenez, recently called up as a part of the roster expansion here in September. He has not pitched well for the Tigers so far this year. The runner on first, a 2-2 pitch to Aledmus Diaz is right down the middle. That's into left field, base hit, makes it 1st and 2nd, and the Tigers in trouble now. Next batter, Chas McCormick rather. 3-1 pitch is taken into right center field, into Triples Alley. That's going to score 2. McCormick will hold at second, but that makes it 3-0 Astros. Joe Jimenez not getting the job done, so now they turn to Tyler Alexander with 1 away. Michael Brantley finds the hole on the left side. McCormick going to come around to try and score. The throw is not in time. That was close, though. Makes it 4-0. Runner at first, one away. The only bad news here is that Chas McCormick hurt on the play. He's clutching his knee, and he could be missing some time. But that's the only bad news that the Astros are going to see the rest of this game. Next batter, that ball into left field corner, and that's going to make it 5-0. One run comes in to score, another one around to third, make it 2nd and 3rd. One away, then Kyle Tucker, 1-1 pitch to him, is going to get past the diving Torkelson into right field. One run in to score. Here comes the throw, and another one going to come in to score. It is now 7-0. The Astros just pouring it on, and they would go on to win this one 7-2 as Dusty Baker's squad. It was close for a while, but they end up picking up a 7-2 victory in this one as the Tigers just couldn't get the bats going until it was too late. Matt Manning, tough luck in this one. Verlander gets player of the game, which is interesting. We'll talk more about that in a second. The Astros go 8 hits, 3 walks, only struck out 4 times, so they were putting the ball in play. A couple of those strikeouts were Jason Castro. Brantley, the only player with more than 1 hit. He ended up with 2. They got doubles from Alvarez and McCormick. The homer from Bregman that we saw. The RBIs were all spread out with 2 for McCormick and Tucker. They hit into 3 double plays on the day. Urquidy just 1/3 of an inning. He walked a guy. Then Verlander goes 3 2/3, no hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and gets his 10th win. Then they got a hold from James, a hold from Taylor. Not James Taylor, but you get the idea. And then Stanek another hold, and Javier comes in and cleans it up with a scoreless 9th. Now let's take a look at the Tigers' numbers in this one statistically, as they end up with just 3 hits. They had 8 walks and struck out 6 times. Nobody had more than 1 hit. The only RBIs were for Jonathan Scope. He got a pair of them as he hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 8th inning. Torkelson with his 16th double. Green his 5th stolen base. Manning falls to 5 and 6, but pitched well in this one. 7 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 earned. And then Jimenez was not very good. Alexander was terrible. Alex Lang came in, did an admirable job going an inning and 2/3, just 1 hit allowed. But it wasn't enough as the Tigers fall in this one 7-2. And that will do it for this episode. If you have not done so already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.
Good evening, friends and neighbors. Or shall I say this afternoon?